and welcome. It is your boy, your dude, the man, the god, the devil, Snow. I've had some internet issues, so my previous attempt at this episode was cut short. Plus, I had to go to work, and I didn't want to do a two-part pay-per-view just because I had to go to work. So then, come to find out that I didn't look too deep into my Twitch, and the first 4 episodes of the series are gone. I've only been able to keep my stuff for 2 weeks unless I download them, and I don't know what all my buddies downloaded, so I have to get with him, and we have to go in and download all the previous episodes before they're gone, and then so that way we can keep these for reference. Them first 4 episodes are pretty good, man. I'm actually kind of upset by it because can't get that back, and the way I do my pay-per-views and all that, basically the way I do the whole thing is just so random. Like, it's almost impossible to recreate anything. But luckily this pay-per-view, usually if I accidentally try and look at the matches, like one time I tried to look at the matches to see what was coming up before I started my stream, to see if it was worth immediately doing an episode after one another, and I went back in and the matches had changed. So luckily that this pay-per-view, these are the same matches that were from my previous stream, so it works out. And now I make sure I tweet, because I always tweet, man. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/ fuck all that nonsense. It's at ItSnowsInHell. That is my Xbox gamer tag, ItSnowsInHell. You ever want to add me on Xbox? By all means, go for it. ItSnowsInHell. One word. OG status. Been my name since day one Xbox days. But we're here live, motherfuckers. It is Extreme Rules, ECW's Extreme Rules solo pay-per-view, set to see if they could outdo WWE's and WCW's Extreme Rules pay-per-view this past week. Hopefully I'll have that episode downloaded so we can refer back to it after this one, starting here in a few hours when the sun comes up. I'm Central Time. It is now 1:41 a.m. when I'm doing this, and usually when I'm streaming. And we got quite the lineup for you here tonight. And we're going to kick things off with a huge triple threat match. The newly won, in case you missed SmackDown just before this pay-per-view, AJ Styles got a WWE World Heavyweight Championship shot. Now, like I said, a few superstars, the brand split happened. Nitro's brought back, ECW's brought back, WCW to compete, keep SmackDown running. Everybody was given an opportunity. What show do you want to go to? And everybody was, tossed to those shows. In some special cases, some superstars have been known to be popular or be pretty well known on most of the shows, i.e. Chris Jericho wrestles for Nitro, SmackDown, and as you see here, ECW. So if Jericho were to win a title off of either of those shows, he could then lose that title on another show, therefore helping one of the brands be more superior, I guess you would say. So it's interesting. But AJ Styles wrestles for ECW and SmackDown. Now, AJ Styles, being AJ Styles, he's never wrestled for ECW. They're never around. Well, he did, maybe, who knows. But he chose to jump, so we're gonna see what this is like.
And what a lineup on this card, starting with a bang. A triple threat match is next. It's Chris Jericho against two of WWE's toughest competitors.
AJ Styles just won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship from Dean Ambrose this past SmackDown. So this will be his first match since winning that. We'll see if he can come out with a win. But a win for Chris Jericho or Del Rio could be, title shot contention. Definitely elevate you. Debut of the Natural Disasters for ECW. The Bushwhackers looking to get rid of that loss streak they got going. Rusev set to take on Brian Pillman for Brian Pillman's ECW Television Championship. That should be interesting. Rusev's been on a roll. The debut of the Jester 2 weeks ago, taking on Baron Corbin. Very one-sided. Jester's 7'2", 300 plus pounds. But we didn't expect the agileness that came out of that man. And he pretty much dominated Baron Corbin. So we'll see how Corbin feels after that. But he's going to have a pretty tough opponent in Kane. And this is a game Kane. The big red monster, also 7 foot tall. And a lot bigger than Baron Corbin. And is no stranger to a Falls Count Anywhere match. So we will see how that goes. Tag team titles are not on the line. But Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper do get to go one-on-one with the Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys probably finding a way to negotiate out of defending their titles here tonight. But the Wyatt family does have a title match in the future. Samoa Joe and Baron Corbin set to go one-on-one. Baron Corbin irate after the loss that he suffered to Jester 2 weeks ago. Has been on a rampage ever since. Samoa Joe caught in the middle of it. We'll see how this plays out here tonight. And then Finn Balor getting a ECW World Heavyweight Championship title match against the champion Bam Bam Bigelow in an Extreme Rules match. All classic ECW here tonight. And all Finn Balor had to do to get that match was just walk out and say, "I want your belt."
Look at these combustible elements. Triple threat action.
But here we go. Chris Jericho, AJ Styles, and Alberto Del Rio. And AJ Styles' WWE Championship is not on the line. But like I said, Chris Jericho picks up a win over him. They do wrestle for SmackDown. They can get a title shot on SmackDown. Del Rio, on the other hand, would love nothing more than a win over the champion to show his dominance. And there he is, Y2J, Chris Jericho. Record-holding 9-time Intercontinental Champion.
The following triple threat contest is scheduled for one fall. And from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 226 pounds, Chris Jericho.
Here comes WWE's first ever undisputed champion, Chris Jericho.
And since that time, Jericho's added even more gold to his trophy case. 3 of WWE's most polarizing figures set the square.
Chris Jericho, the first ever undisputed champion. Very decorated. Cut the famous 1001 holds wrestling moves promo on WCW back in the day. So Jericho definitely knows his thing around the ring. But here comes the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
And his opponents first, from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Literally moments from the start of this triple threat match.
AJ Styles picking up the huge win
This capacity crowd is on its feet. They can't wait to get this triple
against
threat match
Dean Ambrose, the former champion, on this past SmackDown. So just a few days ago, AJ Styles has won this belt. Jericho and Del Rio, no strangers at all to the World Championship picture. Both former champions themselves. Jericho has pinned AJ Styles before. Del Rio has not wrestled AJ Styles in WWE. And now that the rules have changed somewhat, the attitudes on the wrestlers have changed. They've gotten more competitive. This is a ECW Del Rio.
From San Luis Potosí, Mexico, weighing in at 239 pounds, Alberto Del Rio.
Del Rio has countless ways he can defeat an opponent.
Del Rio's previous matches so far, he's shown to be a little more aggressive and methodical. Coming up short, but not taking the loss. We'll see how he fares again in another triple threat match. He is taking on a very game and on fire AJ Styles. Styles yet to pick up a loss since the split. Chris Jericho showing very good ring prowess. Pretty sure he has yet to pick up a loss himself. Both of them would love to get a big win here tonight over the champ. Crowd showing their disdain for Del Rio. And here we go. Triple threat matches on the line, on the way. Del Rio already trying to show he's not involved and immediately jumping the gun on AJ Styles.
I'm not talking about my heart. This one's going to be great.
Yeah, it could be some weird tag teams here, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of every man for himself, cutthroat actions. A lot of each one probably sitting back watching the other ones fight. Like I said, there's AJ Styles taunting in the corner and then getting in the mix. Looking for a double team. Jericho with back-to-back slams, slapping away to Del Rio now. That might not be wise. That fired him up. Del Rio now, scoop slam. AJ stirring, he's back in the ring. Del Rio already working at the arm with Chris Jericho.
They know when he's on the scene, anything can and will be said.
Styles
Anything can and will happen.
looking for a suplex, but Del Rio punching his way out. Now Styles around back. Del Rio flipping over into a crossbody. Jericho trying to get some revenge on Del Rio. And that huge suplex by Chris Jericho. Del Rio trying to roll out the ring to avoid any pinfall. And a huge bulldog by Chris Jericho. Wait, Jericho submission maneuver in the middle of the ring on AJ Styles. He's got what is that, Mexican surfboard, I believe. Wait, Styles flipped over into a pin. Jericho kicks out. These two men know each other very well. Styles into the corner. Jericho putting Styles on the top rope. I don't think he sees Del Rio back there. Del Rio breaking things up. Trying to take advantage of Styles now stuck up on the top rope. Huge suplex. Wait, Styles off the top rope. Frog splash to Chris Jericho. And now a suplex to nose. Del Rio with the counter. Knee to the top of the head into a modified scoop slam. And now Del Rio trying to pick the parts of Chris Jericho, who just received a huge frog splash. But Jericho with the counter into a backbreaker. Cover on Del Rio. 1, 2. Del Rio kicking out at 2. And Jericho almost picking up a huge win there. Jericho and Styles in the ring at the same time. Jericho catches Styles first. Springboard senton into the ring by Jericho. Don't know if he got all of it because Styles is back to his feet. Wait, Jericho with the counter. Del Rio taunting in the corner while Jericho and AJ fight it out. Wait, Del Rio out of nowhere with a huge gut buster to Chris Jericho. And Styles using the ropes to hold himself up right now. Playing possum. Snap suplex by AJ Styles to Del Rio to pin 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count. AJ Styles thinking Jericho did enough work to Del Rio, but apparently not. Jericho stirring to the outside. Styles looking. I don't know what Styles is doing. Looking for the walls of Jericho, and he's got it locked in on Del Rio in the middle of the ring. Styles realizes what's going on and immediately in the ring to break it up. Oh, Jericho. Jericho put it on a wrestling clinic here tonight. Just out wrestling Del Rio and AJ Styles. Looking for the code breaker. Styles sidesteps. Got him in a torture rack. What's he looking for? Into a huge spin out power bomb. Jericho rolling out of the ring, trying to avoid any pinfall and to collect himself. Then a huge backbreaker to Del Rio, who was lying in wait. But Styles seen it coming. What's Styles looking for here? Could he be looking for the phenomenal forearm? The new WWE champion. Yep, there it is. Phenomenal forearm connects to Alberto Del Rio. There's the pin. Jericho's on the outside. 1, 2. No, Del Rio has kicked out of the phenomenal forearm. And there's Chris Jericho immediately with the neck breaker to AJ Styles. Del Rio, though, with a clothesline to Chris Jericho. And now Jericho is down. AJ Styles may not have gotten all that forearm on Del Rio. Del Rio somehow kicking out. And now a cross arm breaker on Chris Jericho. Almost in the middle of the ring. Will Jericho tap out? Can he reach the ropes? Jericho's reaching. He's trying. No, wait. Jericho reverses. Now Jericho punching his way out. The WWE World Heavyweight Champion is back in the ring. Del Rio and Jericho going at it. Oh, Hurricane Rana by AJ Styles. Immediately pinned by Del Rio. And now AJ and Del Rio going at it. Jericho is now rolled out of the ring. Oh, huge gut buster by Alberto Del Rio. That could be it for AJ Styles. 1, 2, no, AJ Styles kicks out. And that was almost a huge win for Del Rio over the new World Heavyweight Champion. Double stomps to the midsection by Del Rio. Jericho stirring on the outside slowly. I don't think Jericho even knows where he's at. Pinned by Del Rio, but Jericho right there to break things up. Now Chris Jericho trying to mount some sort of offense. He's been in most control of the match so far. And now Del Rio has found a way to take advantage. Oh, huge clothesline by Del Rio. Del Rio is on fire right now. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, vintage Del Rio. There's the pin on Jericho. 1, 2. AJ Styles knocks out the referee. The referee is down. AJ Styles with the face buster to Del Rio. Del Rio rolled out of the ring. And now AJ Styles looking for the Ishiguroshi. There it is on Chris Jericho. The referee is still down. Wait, Jericho's up. Jericho looking for the walls of Jericho on the World Heavyweight Champion. Del Rio is back on the apron. The referee's up. Will AJ Styles tap out? No, Del Rio right there. Break it up this time. Jericho looking for the code breaker, but Del Rio able to step back. But Jericho shoves him into the corner and then hits him with the bulldog. Jericho rethinking the whole situation now. Styles and Del Rio both looking to get to their feet. Chris Jericho pulling a ladder out from underneath the ring. Styles now on Del Rio. Huge backdrop. I don't think Styles realizes Jericho's got a ladder in the situation. I don't even think Styles is even involved in the situation by Chris Jericho. I don't think Jericho knows Styles stayed on the apron. There's a pin too. Del Rio kicks out. And now Chris Jericho receiving a huge kick to the spine. Styles with a pump handle into a nasty gut buster. Wait, Styles, Del Rio, German suplex to Del Rio. And now the World Heavyweight Champion is in control of this match. Jericho rolled to the outside. Styles measuring, could be looking for the Styles clash. Is he? He is. Here comes the Styles clash. There it is, the Del Rio. This time it hits clean. There's the pin. 1, 2, 3. And the WWE World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles looks strong, picking up the win over Alberto Del Rio and Chris Jericho. Huge win for AJ Styles, showing his dominance and proving why he deserved to win that WWE World Heavyweight Championship from Dean Ambrose. What a match.
Up next, we'll see two teams who are on a collision course, and it's happening right here.
Oh my gosh, who's gonna win this?
It's the Natural Disasters versus the Bushwhackers.
Fasten your seatbelt. These two teams could fight all over this arena.
The WWE World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles picking up a huge win over Alberto Del Rio, hitting the Styles Clash. Jericho unable to get to the ring in time. Now the Natural Disasters making their ECW debut. Earthquake, Typhoon. Over 500 pounds.
The following tag team contest is an elimination tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 852 pounds, Earthquake and Typhoon, the Natural Disaster.
Four of WWE's
Bushwhackers gonna have themselves one hell of a
exciting tag team encounter.
task ahead of them here tonight. Not only is it just a tag team match, so one pinfall or submission and or count out, even disqualification, will not help too much in the Bushwhackers' favor, because just Earthquake or Typhoon by themselves is a formidable opponent, just by the sheer size of them. The Bushwhackers have not been looking so hot as of late.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 496 pounds, Butch and Luke, the Bushwhackers.
Social media has been abuzz for quite some time about this matchup, and now we are just moments out from the start.
Look out.
What's going on here?
I don't know, but we're about to find out.
Must have seen it coming.
Oh, the Natural Disasters looking to get a cheap shot on the Bushwhackers. And now that Earthquake and Typhoon taking it to Butch and Luke. Oh, Earthquake tossing Luke across the ring. Or Butch, my bad.
And set to start things off here. We're ready to go.
Yeah, it's 2 against 2. We're guaranteed one.
And there's the bell. I guess the referee says the match is on their way. Despite the early attack by the Natural Disasters.
But here's the thing. You have to perform if you want to bask in that WWE glory.
Now Earthquake in full control of Butch.
That'll change how you sit in a hurry.
Oh, right across the midsection of Butch and all 300-400 pounds of Earthquake.
We got a lot of match left.
Man, that got him good. He landed a perfectly placed strike. That'll send a message to your adversary, all right.
Right, and the message
Oh, Butch tossed across the ring. At least he was tossed into his corner. But then Earthquake immediately tossing Butch right back into his corner. Butch trying to get out, but Earthquake having second thoughts.
There he goes, out of the ring.
Butch almost tossed to the outside, but Earthquake immediately throwing him right back in. Now the tag to Typhoon. Typhoon probably the more agile of the two big men. Huge running power slam. And there's the pin by Typhoon. Butch able to get his foot to the ropes. That's probably the only thing that saved Butch right there. Luke trying to get the crowd behind him. And the Bushwhackers, despite being huge crowd favorites, usually don't fare too well in many of their tag matches. And now Typhoon walking across the chest of Butch. Oh, Typhoon. Huge double-handed choke slam. Typhoon knocking Luke right off the apron. Possibly to be able to take advantage. Wait, Butch reversed into a DDT. Typhoon down. Butch trying to keep him down. Luke finally back up to his feet. Oh, huge neck breaker by Butch. And Typhoon is still down.
Now momentum is in the corner of Butch.
Luke having some sort of trouble on the apron. Pinned by Typhoon off the STO. And a kick out by Butch.
Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has
Typhoon probably thinking he needs to get a tag. And yeah, there he goes. Wait, Butch. Another reverse. He's got Typhoon down with a huge fist drop by Butch. And the Bushwhackers trying to mount some sort of comeback. Butch doesn't go for the tag. Typhoon takes advantage. And a huge hip toss into a back elbow. Butch still able to kick out. Typhoon again looking for some sort of double team. Oh, Earthquake's booed in the corner. That could be it for Butch right there. 1, 2, 3. Butch is eliminated. And now Luke all on his own. Earthquake to the outside. Oh, huge. Huge toss by Earthquake to Luke into the announce table. Oh, Luke dropping the armbar.
He's certainly showing us something new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
And the Bushwhackers ever the resilient, but just can't handle the strength of the natural disasters here tonight. Oh, huge running power slam by Earthquake. And Earthquake thinking that's it. Fine with the count out victory. Referee at 9. Luke right back into the ring just before 10. Looking for a belly to belly. Oh, but he got a backdrop off Earthquake. Oh, but Earthquake with a huge clothesline. Now Earthquake, look at his step across Luke's midsection, just like he did Butch. And Earthquake throwing Luke across the ring. Oh, and now squishing Luke right into the corner is Earthquake. And Earthquake in full control, and that's got to be it for Luke. And it is. Luke and Butch, the Bushwhackers, put away with ease by the natural disasters. Butch, you get credit to Butch and Luke. They tried, but natural disasters, just two big, strong men. That's gonna be hard for us to beat.
I love tag team matches, and that was one of the best I've seen in a while. You know, I don't recall ever actually being pinned.
Natural Natural Disasters looking good in their
Up next is the
debut.
long-awaited championship match.
Big fight.
We have Rusev against Brian Pillman.
Oh, man. I can't wait to see these two go at it.
Rusev getting his gold opportunity here tonight. Set to go 1-on-1 with the ECW World Television Champion Brian Pillman. And what is sure to be one hell of a match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the ECW World Television Championship.
Well, this guy looks eager to add some gold around his waist. Let's see.
So I found out that means Rusev hit Rusev Crush. Did not know that. Rusev Udrio and Rusev Maska. I work with Moldovians and Bulgarians. Both Bulgarians. Two people are from Bulgaria. Like 3 of them are from Moldova. And they speak like, I don't know, it's always weird. But Rusev, in his debut for ECW, on ECW's re-debut a few weeks ago, tapping out Bam Bam Bigelow in the opening match. Bam Bam Bigelow defending his ECW World Heavyweight Championship later tonight in the main event against Finn Balor. Rusev unable to secure that title match, so he's going to go for the second best, and that is the Television Championship. And that is held by the man he will be since the brand split. Thus far, he only wrestled for ECW, so Rusev has been impressive thus far, picking up 2 huge wins, both via accolade. Pillman, on the other hand, has suffered 2 back-to-back losses.
The anticipation for the singles match has this capacity crowd on its feet.
I'm not. I'm still sitting, but I will stand up.
We're just moments away from one-on-one action here.
Brian Pillman, the loose cannon, Hall of Famer. More than welcome to come back to ECW. Especially since they offered him to come back as the television champion, being as we could not get the former television champion due to other contractual obligations. But you know, we got a good roster for you.
Introducing the challenger from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev. Introducing the champion from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 226 pounds, he is the ECW World Television Champion, the loose cannon, Brian Pillman.
And this is sure to be one slobber knocker of a fight. Loose cannon, no stranger to a hard fight. And you already know Rusev, definitely no stranger to whooping that ass. So we'll see here tonight. And this is an Extreme Rules ECW original show here tonight. Normally we have to follow the WWE guidelines, but tonight it's all ECW rules. And Rusev out the gate with a belly-to-belly on the champion. And Rusev would love nothing more than to get some gold since the brand split. Believing that the WWE was not giving him the opportunity he deserved. That is his reasons for jumping to ECW. Rusev now immediately out to the ring to get some reinforcement. Rusev with a sledgehammer. Sneak attack to Brian Pillman on his way out the ring, and Pillman is out. And now Rusev with a bat, taking it to the legs of Brian Pillman. And now Pillman thrown straight into the steel steps by Rusev. And Rusev is going to work on Brian Pillman on the outside of the ring right now. Oh, Brian Pillman with a huge crucifix. Pillman with the submission move on the outside. But Rusev immediately powers out. Now Rusev back in control of the ECW television champion. This is an Extreme Rules match, so the men have to get the pin or submission inside the ring. You see the referee has not left the ring, as you'll see later tonight, with Jester's second match being against Kane. Rusev with a huge Uranagi on the outside, and Rusev is on fire. You know, saying Kane said to try and stop the pay-per-view debut of the Jester, who completely dominated Baron Corbin. And pretty much gonna try and say that's not gonna happen to him, but their falls count anywhere match can end up anywhere in the building. Brian Pillman trying to mount some sort of comeback now. Rusev has been in total control of this match since the opening bell, starting things out with a huge belly to belly. Now Rusev just out wrestling and out reversing Brian Pillman. Pillman doing everything he can. Side Russian leg sweep by Pillman on the outside. Now dropping the elbow to Rusev, trying to keep him down. He's got Rusev down momentarily. There's another elbow. And Pillman keep Rusev down. Pillman getting fired up. Pillman's looking around. Huge back body drop. Rusev though right back to his feet, looking for a pump handle suplex. No, a pump handle drop. Rusev looking to get this ECW television championship around his waist here tonight. Bam Bam going against Finn Balor for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Bam Bam looking to retain as well. Rusev though with the super kick, that could be it. We could have a new champion. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Rusev the super kick. We have a new ECW World Television Champion.
Here's your winner and the new ECW Television Champion,
Rusev picking up the ECW Television Championship in a huge win over Brian Pillman. And I fear for Bam Bam Bigelow and his chances now, because the confidence for the ECW originals could not be all that, high. We got the Jester in his second match, his pay-per-view debut against the Big Red Monster Kane, making his ECW re-debut. This will be a Falls Count Anywhere match. Jester we don't know too much about. Kane we know a whole lot about. And on paper, we think Kane definitely stands a dominant chance. He is definitely no Baron Corbin. And this is a Kane who has resorted back to his old ways. He used to wear a mask where you could at least, see his mouth. Now he's got his old mask out, his old costume, so definitely a more aggressive Kane. We'll see how this goes for the debut. Will the lights in the crowd get to the Jester? Does he feel pressure? Ooh, 300 plus pounds. A lightning bolt just struck behind the man and he didn't flinch.
Making his way to the ring from the other side of darkness, weighing in at
I am not entirely sure the pressure of pay-per-view and a big crowd and Kane are going to be enough.
Whoa, looks like he has
But he is not face-to-face with the big red monster yet. Big red monster is no lightning bolt. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Easily stepping over the rope. You know he's pretty agile for his size. Don't let the size fool you. Baron Corbin found out real quick that he is not the only agile big man.
and his opponent, representing the Brothers of Destruction, weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane!
The big red monster Kane, 7 foot tall, 300 plus pounds. About 10 to 20 pound weight difference between these two men. Kane giving up 2 inches of height and just about 10 to 15 pounds of weight. So we'll see if Kane actually holds the strength advantage. We don't know who holds the supernatural advantage though. Either man looking like they're backing down. This is sure to be one hell of a match. Falls count anywhere, pinfall or submission anywhere in the arena. And there's the bell.
Hey, I'm not talking about my heart.
Jester now taking it to Kane with strikes, flipping Kane over. What's he looking for? A spear through the ropes, out the gate for the Jester. Kane though immediately back to his feet with a clothesline. And this is already starting out to be one hell of a match. Kane with the whip to Jester into the barricade. Jester now. What's he looking for here? Kane with a clothesline. Jester looking for Sisters Abigail. That's Bray Wyatt's finishing move. And he just hit Kane with the Sister Abigail on the outside. Referee taking a while to get to the pin. And Kane immediately able to get the shoulder up. Jester now in control of the big red monster. What's he looking for here? Oh, a huge! I don't even know what that was. It was like a monster showing that he has the strength to stand with Kane, and a huge right hand by the Jester. And now Jester is going somewhere else. Looks like he's got a sledgehammer. I don't think Kane sees the sledgehammer. And there's a shot to the gut of Kane.
What an attack. Take it from me, there's never a good place or a good time to get hit. WWE's not like other sports.
Jester taking the
The match goes.
The shot to Cade. Cade dodging the sledgehammer that time. Chin breaker by Kane now. They trade chin breakers, then a running DDT by Kane. And now Jester immediately getting back to his feet. And looking at Kane after he hit him like, oh, there's the super kick. We saw him hit that on Baron Corbin. Referee, though, again, not in position. 1. Kane able to kick out at 1. Jester now looking to get the steel steps. Kane, though, is already back to his feet. Oh, Jester with the steel steps to Kane. And Kane is already getting back to his feet. Oh, this time Jester running with the steel steps.
Yeah, this is the only type of brutality that can take Kane down. He might be injured here.
Jester, what's he looking for here? Modified suplex, 1, 2. But this time he gets up off of Kane. He's laughing at Kane. I don't know if that's wise by the Jester. Jester with a moonsault off the top rope. And Jester has basically been dominating Kane thus far in this match, and a huge move on the outside of the ring, and there's the pin. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Jester has picked up 2 huge wins in his first 2 matches since his debut.
Absolutely amazing. We knew he felt he had to win this tonight. I mean, there's absolutely no way to
Jester just
victory is perhaps the biggest in his career.
Taking it to Kane. Wait a second, Jester's not finished here. This is shades of what he did to Baron Corbin. Oh, there's the shooting star press on the outside to Kane. And now hitting Kane with the triple Germans. Kane is getting just absolutely dismantled, and Jester laughing at Kane again. What in the world is wrong with this man? I just can't believe that I've seen Baron Corbin get tossed around the ring.
When we return, it's a battle where the participants
And then
need to know where they are at all
And then now,
times. Like they don't in other battles.
like Kane just got.
Versus the Wyatt family.
I mean, Jester got a sledgehammer at first, so I mean, you kind of give him the advantage when he snuck Kane to a shot to the midsection, and then the steel steps. I mean, a man that size hitting you with steel steps, I don't care if you're the big red monster. That's got to be painful. And then that move on the outside. Just dropped Kane straight to his face.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring. At a combined weight of 570 pounds, the ECW World Tag Team Champions, Bubba Ray Dudley and Davon Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Bubba Ray Dudley looks ready for a
Well, the action continues on. Don't know how Kane's going to feel about that post-match beatdown, let alone that one-sided beatdown in that match. Kane did try, but it just wasn't nearly enough. We got the ECW World Tag Team Champions, the Dudley Boys, in action against Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper of the Wyatt family. And I don't know how Bray Wyatt's gonna. I wonder what Bray Wyatt's response to the Jester doing a Sisters Abigail to Kane of all people in their match. But the Wyatt family needing to focus. Another win over the tag team champions could be Huge momentum leading into their title match. And the Fireflies are out here at Extreme Rules.
Four of WWE's finest squaring off in what will assuredly be an exciting tag team encounter. And these teams have been waiting for this one, and so have I.
The Wyatt family is yet to see a defeat since the brand split. Bray Wyatt, the first man I, with my own eyes, have ever seen kick out of a Dudley Boy 3D in their ECW debut, and the Dudley Boys return as the ECW tag to then win the match. Bray Wyatt hitting Sisters Abigail on Bubba Ray, picking up the 3 count. And then in the rematch, this past ECW, Luke Harper picking up the win over Devon Dudley with the discus clothesline. So now both Wyatts have picked up a victory over each Dudley, both in tag team competition. And now here is a 3rd tag team match. Titles again are not on the line, but a title match is down the road for the Wyatt family. This is sure to be one hell of a match. Wyatt family looking ready to go, as always. Dudley Boys, record tag team champions. Held more tag team titles than any other tag team in wrestling. Have also probably the only tag team to hold a tag team title in pretty much every decent named organization. And now Bubba starting out this match aggressively choking the life out of Luke Harper. Dudley Boys would love nothing more than to pick up a win here tonight against the Wyatt family. 2 losses back to back against anybody is not good. Definitely can't be good for your confidence. Right now, Luke Harper dropping Bubba Ray momentarily, long enough to get the tag to Bray Wyatt. Bubba sees that. And now Bubba Ray with a Uranagi of his own to Bray Wyatt. Time enough to tag Devon in. And now double team. Oh, huge spinning elbow by Devon. Devon dropping multiple elbows on Bray Wyatt. Rusev picking up the ECW Television Championship earlier tonight in a huge match against Brian Pillman, hitting his trademark super kick. And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles picking up a win, pinning a very game Alberto Del Rio before Chris Jericho could get in the ring and break it up. I don't know why it even cares, but as soon as I say that, he tosses Devon back in the ring, so maybe Bray Wyatt doesn't care about getting a count out. He'd rather get the win inside the ring, continue the mind games over the Dudley Boys. Oh, huge powerbomb by Devon out of nowhere. And Bray Wyatt could be out. Devon looking to try and put a little extra damage on Bray. Tagging Bubba. Bray Wyatt stirring. Dudley Boys stomping away at Bray Wyatt. Wyatt though,
At this point, it's all about how he responds and potentially rebounds.
like a
This
freight
match is
train,
so evenly contested.
just running over Bubba Ray Dudley.
I don't disagree. And one thing
And now Bray Wyatt tagging in a fresh Luke Harper. Picking up Bubba for Luke. Luke trying to pick the pieces. Snapmare by Bubba Ray, and then a boot to the face of Luke Harper. And the Dudley Boys trying to come back as much as they can. Been able to mount most of the offense here. At the midway point. Oh, Luke Harper now. What's Luke Harper thinking here? Fall away slam from the second rope. And 300-pound Bubba Ray Dudley just getting thrown across the fucking ring. Holy shit. There's a pin. That's got to be it. No, Bubba Ray kicks out at 2. And I really couldn't tell you how he did that. Hey, is Bubba Ray doing something in the corner? Devon and Luke distracting each other. And I'm still not sure what Bubba Ray did over there in the corner, but he just got darted into a different corner by Luke Harper.
He looked incredibly confident coming into this match. Now, not so much. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be a clear-cut winner yet in this one.
Luke Harper, who is now back in control, taking it to Bubba Ray off the distraction of whatever Bubba Ray was doing in their corner. Huge boot across the forehead of Bubba Ray Dudley, and now punching away at Bubba's face. Oh, that could be it right there. 1, 2, Devon able to get in there just in the nick of time. Bubba Ray looks like he might be out cold right now. Oh, a huge chop to the top of the head of Bubba Ray Dudley. And Luke Harper just taunting the Dudley Boys. Oh, huge running DDT, and that taunt could have... Now Dudley Boys trying to get back in control here. A lot of great back and forth here tonight. Not too much one-sided either way for the Dudleys or the Wyatt family. Dudley's looking to not make this win an easy win for the Wyatt family. Trying to show why they are the record-setting tag team champions in wrestling. Bubba Ray still collecting himself on the apron. Devon, though, looking for saving grace for the second rope. Connects, but not going for the pin on Bray Wyatt. Bubba Ray still collecting himself on the apron. I'm not sure Bubba Ray even knows where he's at. Oh, huge spine buster by Devon Dudley. And 1, 2, but Luke Harper right there.
You can see him struggling to stand after all the damage he's taken.
The Dudley Boys are going to have to find some way to get rid of both members at the same time. Bray Wyatt, though, out of nowhere. Devon might have been taking too much time to try and figure out how to get the pinfall over Bray Wyatt. And now Wyatt with a gut wrench. Devon not anywhere he wants to be in the Wyatt's corner. There's the double team by Luke and Bray. Devon trying to mount some sort of offense now. Luke Harper just feeling Devon across the ring right back into his corner. Just pounding away at Devon Dudley. just as this match was even, the Wyatt family has started taking full control. Oh, what's Harper looking for here? There's the face buster by Luke Harper. That could be it right there. Devon needs to get a tag to Bubba Ray, who should have had plenty of time to recuperate on the apron, even though he still looks like he might be kind of out of it. Wait a second. Luke Harper with a sit-out powerbomb. That could be it. Devon just kicking out last week. This is how he did it. Discus clothesline. Same spot from last week. There's the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Bubba Ray unable to get in the ring in time. And the Wyatt family, 2 matches in a row, Luke Harper was able to get a discus clothesline off on Devon Dudley for the 3 count. Bubba Ray just too beat up to get in the ring.
And don't forget, you and I, we have the best seats in the house. Wow, when you pick up a pinfall victory over somebody like that, you've done something right.
Plenty more action still to come here tonight, folks.
And the Wyatt family picking up a 3rd win over the Dudley Boys, the ECW Tag Team Champions.
First minute of this match, it's Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe.
Oh man, I can't wait to see these two go at it.
Well, continuing on with the action here tonight, we got Baron Corbin going one-on-one with Samoa Joe. Since these two have butted heads ever since Baron Corbin lost 2 weeks ago to the Jester, Samoa Joe decided he wanted to make fun of, Baron Corbin. And Baron Corbin didn't like that too much. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and from Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds, Baron Corbin.
You can feel the intensity level inside the arena rising. Man, I can't wait to see these two square off in one-on-one action.
Baron Corbin doing all he could in Jester's debut, but getting manhandled. And of course, Baron Corbin, very competitive, try to take his vengeance out on the locker room. And Samoa Joe wanted nothing of that. And now we are here.
And his opponent, from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe walked into the ring with a purpose here tonight, King.
Yeah, when Samoa Joe means business, oh brother, watch out.
I don't know, Bago.
Samoa Joe being ever dominant since the brand split. Would love nothing more than to get a huge win over Baron Corbin here tonight. Well, here we go. Baron Corbin one-on-one with Samoa Joe. And immediately Baron Corbin and Samoa Joe going to blows. The referee is down. Corbin to the outside. The referee's down, and I'm not even sure this match is officially started. It might be the bell rang, but we'll have to see. But right now, Baron Corbin taking it to Samoa Joe after these two erupted in a brawl. The reason why these two have so much hate for each other right now is Samoa Joe made fun of Corbin after the one-sided loss to the debut of the monster, the Jester, who fought Kane earlier tonight in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And despite Kane being the big red monster, he came up pretty well short, just like Baron Corbin. The referee is now finally up. Rusev picking up the ECW Television Championship off of Brian Pillman earlier tonight. Still to come, we got Bam Bam Bigelow, the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, defending against Finn Balor. The Dudley Boys losing a third tag team match. Titles were not on the line to the Wyatt family. The title match is sure to be one hell of a title match when it happens. Samoa Joe and Baron Corbin just battling back and forth right now. Samoa Joe with the strength just tossing Corbin off the ground straight over his head. Samoa Joe to the top rope, doesn't pay off. Corbin now whipping Samoa Joe into the corner. Snake eyes by Corbin. And a huge spine buster, and there's a pin. That could be it. 1, 2. Samoa Joe will get the shoulder up.
Every time he has to get up, it takes more and more effort.
No telling what kind of damage these two have done to each other. Out the gate before the bell even rang. Corbin pushing Samoa Joe into the referee, and then spilling to the outside of the ring. Deep six by Baron Corbin in the middle of the ring. There's a pin. 1, 2, 3, and Samoa Joe put away by Baron Corbin. Huge win by Baron Corbin.
Here's your winner,
And I'm pretty sure that pre-match altercation could have played dividends into that. But Baron Corbin with a deep six out of nowhere, picking up the huge win on Samoa Joe. And I'm pretty sure this rivalry is not done. And this is one hell of an ECW Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
This one's for all the marbles, and it's coming up next. I can't wait. We have Finn Balor against Bam Bam Bigelow.
This could blow the roof off this place.
ECW Heavyweight Championship on the line. Bam Bam Bigelow defending, Finn Balor challenging. Finn Balor, all he did was come out and say, "Bam Bam, I want your belt."
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, this guy looks eager to add some gold around his waist. Let's see if he can do it.
I don't know about that. It's a pickle. I wouldn't be surprised by any outcome here in this match.
Finn Balor would love nothing more than to have an ECW World Heavyweight title under his long list of championships he's won. Bam Bam Bigelow, on the other hand, has other plans for that. Finn Balor, don't even think pretty sure he hasn't even had a match yet. And this is his first ECW match. It might be his second. I honestly could not tell you. But we shall see. Finn Balor looks ready to go.
Well, there's a reason why this guy's the champ, and I think he's about to show us what that reason is. The fans have been demanding this one-on-one contest, and here it is.
I don't know what reason the champ is the champ for, but you want to say he the champ, then I guess. I wouldn't necessarily say he's earned that belt, because he has picked up a few losses.
Introducing the challenger from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor. Introducing the champion from Asbury Park, New Jersey, weighing in at 390 pounds, he is the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Bam Bigelow.
Man, social media is abuzz with the outcome of this match, and the WWE Universe seems to be torn on a favorite.
Finn Balor, Bam Bam Bigelow, ECW World Heavyweight Championship, ECW Extreme Rules pay-per-view main event. Here we go. Both men looking to meet in the middle of the ring. Bam Bam offering a handshake and pulling it away. Finn Balor with a slap.
He deserved that.
He'll slap the taste right out of his mouth. Here we go. He's gonna do it.
Looks like we're in for some
Wow.
fireworks. You don't see that move every day.
Sick brainbuster.
this evening.
That was awesome.
Let's touch on Bam Bam Bigelow. What can we expect from him in this
Bam
championship?
Bam now taking it to Finn Balor.
Defending champion knows he's got to bring his A game tonight if he's going to successfully defend it.
Huge knee.
Nobody cares what you've done in the past, even if you are the champion. Careful what you wish
Balor
for.
now with the,
It can get real
looks like he's got a baseball bat.
Guys are real.
Playing a little back and forth, and Bam Bam this time staying in the ring, catching the bat.
You know, in all my
Balor
years,
grabbing the bat from Bam Bam. Bam Bam with a huge clothesline.
Bam Bam Bigelow. I mean, who covers their entire
And Bam Bam Bigelow picking up
tattoos?
2 huge losses. Has yet to pick up a win as the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Finn Balor looking to capitalize on this. Bam Bam just too big, shoving Finn Balor to the ground. Huge double-handed chokeslam.
For me, King, the flame tattoos are only a fraction of what makes Bam Bam
Bam
Bigelow
Bam,
so menacing.
big shot to the midsection. Now going up to the second rope. Bam Bam, big body splash.
But even more impressive is that despite being nearly 400 pounds, Bigelow
Bam Bam
runs
looking
around
at that
like a
bat,
cruiserweight.
not picking it
I've
up.
never seen a man Bigelow's size
Opting to use his own strength. Looking for the enziguri, but Finn Balor able to kind of duck out of the way a little bit.
To win any match, they're just used to send a message.
Bam Bam now with the bat and the big strike to the leg. Just tossing the bat right out of the ring. Bam Bam taunting in the corner now. Double chops to Finn Balor. Got him up on his shoulders. Samoan drop by Bam Bam. Now here's the headbutt. Balor now trying to mount a comeback. Has the champ down. Elbow drop from the second rope.
on to the outside he goes.
Balor back to the outside, looking for another weapon to try and get some sort of advantage. He's got a sledgehammer, and that's to the gut of Bam Bam. And the champion is down. Finn Balor grabbing a sledgehammer.
This isn't good, and it's just getting worse.
Just like Jester and
At some point,
Kane. Finn Balor getting a sledgehammer, and as soon as his opponent was in view, shot to the gut. But unlike Kane, Bam Bam able to mount offense again, having done enough damage to Balor so far. Balor back to the ribs, now Balor back to the sledgehammer, and again a shot to the midsection of Bam Bam. And it looks like Finn Balor could be setting up Bam Bam for the coup de grace. But Bam Bam trying to come back. Tilt the world. Oh, submission. A half camel clutch on the outside on Finn Balor. This has to be in the ring. Balor able to escape though. A lot of back and forth on the outside right now. Balor into the barricade. And now ever since Balor has got the sledgehammer out, he is doing everything in his power to stay in control of this match. But Bam Bam, who has done a good chunk of damage thus far, every time he gets a reversal off, takes so much out of Finn Balor. And Finn Balor staying right on top of that midsection of Bam Bam, but taking too much time to gloat, thinking Bam Bam was down. Bam Bam with the big bulldog. Jawbreaker by Finn Balor. And now Balor into the steel steps. Bam Bam trying to defend his ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Unlike Brian Pillman, who lost his television championship to Rusev earlier tonight, Dudley Boys not losing their tag team titles, but losing the match to the Wyatt family. Titles were not on the line. The Wyatt family is now 3-0 over the Dudley Boys. Balor. There's the reverse DDT. Could that be it for the World Heavyweight Champion? Balor not going for the pin. Could Balor be looking for the coup de grace? He's on the top rope. He's calling for it. There it is. Coup de grace connects to Bam Bam Bigelow. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new ECW World Heavyweight Champion. New ECW World Heavyweight Champion in Finn Balor. And that belt just floated to that man. I don't know what's more shocking. Finn Balor just won the ECW World Heavyweight Championship from Bam Bam Bigelow in a match I thought he was about to lose. Or that belt just floated to Finn Balor. Finn Balor might actually be a demon, ladies and gentlemen. Huge win for Finn Balor. Thank you for joining us here tonight at Extreme Rules, hosted by the one and only ECW. One hell of a pay-per-view we had for you tonight. And just to recap, we have the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, won on SmackDown by AJ Styles, picking up the pinfall over Alberto Del Rio in one very good triple threat match. The Natural Disasters made their debut here tonight, taking on the Bushwhackers in a very one-sided elimination tag team match. Rusev picking up the ECW Television Championship over Brian Pillman in what was pretty one-sided match for Rusev. Pillman just not really looking himself as of late. The Jester, second match, first pay-per-view, takes on the Big Red Machine Kane after his debut against Baron Corbin was just utterly one-sided. Kane gets a shot to roll the dice in a Falls Count Anywhere match in his re-debut and just gets dominated. So we're just lost on that. And the Dudley Boys, and what was one hell of an effort, losing. Luke Harper with the discus clothesline on Devon Dudley, 2 matches in a row for the win. Baron Corbin calling out Samoa Joe after Samoa Joe laughing at Baron Corbin backstage after being dominated by the debut of the Jester. Samoa Joe losing tonight, deep six out of nowhere by Samoa Joe. I think was possibly going for that Enziguri Pele type kick in the corner, but Baron Corbin with the deep six picking up the win. And then Finn Balor, coup de grace on Bam Bam Bigelow after the sledgehammer repeatedly to the stomach. Bam Bam dominating most of the match until Balor getting that sledgehammer, and just the midsection of Bam Bam was just taking a beating. And we have a new ECW World Heavyweight Champion and a new ECW Television Champion. You see it, Rusev has won the TV title. And Corbin and Samoa Joe's match broke down into a brawl before the match even started. And you see Finn Balor wins the ECW Heavyweight Championship. And episode 12 will be a episode of WCW Monday Nitro. And you guys have a great night. Join us again. Don't forget to follow me. And the links to everything should be in my profile. Thanks for watching.